All right, so I'm picking up with the Lantern Rite event Springtime Charms for this year. Now, I am on the last quest segment, which is Final Stanza. So let's go ahead and figure out. Oh, I have to wait 2 days. This game making me wait 2 days constantly. At least all the story things are unlocked. It's always neat seeing the change in the landscape between night and day. I wish other games would do that. Teleport, and I'll be right there.
Hey, Traveler and Paimon! Oh, hey, Xiangling! What's up? You know what's up. Our get-together, of course.
Ah, yes. Finally time for that meal.
Yeah! You are free, right? You are not getting out of this without a very good reason. We're not the ones who held it up. That was Hu Tao. Yeah, tell me about it. She thinks being a director gives her a license to be a flake. It's like, unless there's a sizable crowd coming, it's not worth my time. But don't worry. We've agreed that this time, we're not gonna accept any more excuses from her. Oh? Who's we? Shincho and I. He said he's been wanting to invite everyone out for a long time. But given the situation with his great-grandfather, he never had the time. But amazingly, on the night of the Lantern Rite, his great-grandfather suddenly woke up. Shincho was thrilled! And he was finally able to leave the house. So we met up right away and made a plan. Wow! So his great-grandfather's gonna be alright? Yup. They had a doctor take a look and everything. He'll be just fine. According to Shincho, his great-grandfather has been eating like Paimon since he woke up. So now, the family's biggest worry is that he'll get indigestion. Well, that's good news. But somehow it doesn't paint Paimon in the best light. Don't worry, it definitely does. Your appetite represents an optimistic outlook on life. Always eat to your heart's content, lest your chopsticks wither with regret. Well said, Xiangling. Yeah, that attitude is exactly what got Paimon to where she is today.
For real? How come I'm only hearing this for the first time?
Yes, for real. Like Xiangling said, always eat till your heart's content. And don't let your chopsticks... what was it?
Wither with regret.
Don't worry. Save it for the dinner table, Paimon. Oh, no problem. But where are we gonna eat? At Yilong Wharf later tonight. Shincho and the others are still out there. Oh, and Hu Tao said that we'll be joined by a special guest.
Who is it?
You'll see when you get there. Oh, Paimon has an idea. But she'll keep it to herself for now.
I have an idea.
Huh? Who?
I'll keep it to myself, too.
Well, we'll see who guessed right later tonight.
Wait until 1800. I love how I had it at just after midnight and it kicked me until afternoon. If we're talking the strongest, I'd have to pick Wind Reader. After all, he was the founding master of Quiming divination.
Yeah, he gets my vote too, being my ancestor and everything. Oh, and also the Silver Swallow.
In that case, I'd have to nominate the two sages of Lanshan. It's always the ones who live in seclusion and never show their skill who turn out to be the most powerful of all. Well, in the books, anyway. What do you think? If this were a martial arts novel, then I'd agree with you. But unfortunately, after reading Moonlit Bamboo Forest, I'm convinced that the title should go to the White Horse of the Three Immortals of Tao Du. She's got to be hiding some kind of secret.
Huh? Is no one gonna pick the Yunlai Angler? Even the Yuhong said that her sword fighting style comes from the Yunlai Angler's rod wielding techniques.
Yeah, so they say, but I mean, fishing? Just seems kind of lame in this context. You have not seen the guy at, that inn along the road leading to Liyue Harbor. Like, you have not seen them. Although it's more common than you might think for anglers to be more than what they seem. Hey, you're all wrong. The greatest of all was obviously Old Man Wu Wang and the Lone Butterfly. Without them, there'd be no Wang Sheng funeral parlor today. Hard to argue with that.
Oh, everyone's here already.
Traveler, Paimon, you're finally here. Welcome.
Hu Tao, your hat.
Well noticed, Paimon. Yes, I added another plum branch.
Ooh, so now you and the Traveler have matching plum branches. But, anyway, what are you all up to?
We're debating who's the best out of the 8 adepts.
Haha, well, kind of. An open-ended debate, maybe. We're just shooting the breeze, really. That's right. The only way we could settle a question like this would be those special goggles that they have in light novels, where you can read someone's power levels just by looking at them.
Has Shincho been getting you into light novels?
Welcome, traveler. My family tells me that you and Hu Tao performed a very risky ceremony and cured great-grandfather's illness in the process. I cannot thank you enough for your efforts. No matter what kind of trouble you may encounter in the future, you will always find a helping hand at the Fei Yun Commerce Guild. It was a team effort. Yeah, I know. My father and brother will thank everyone individually in the coming days. Why go to all that trouble, Shinsho? Save yourself the effort and just admit to me here and now that the strongest of the adepts are the Lone Butterfly and Old Man Wu Wang. Then we'll be square.
Come on, enough with the debate already. Everyone's here now, so let's eat. Paimon, you're up. It's time to share your grand philosophy of life with everyone. Okay, one sec. It's like, always eat to your heart's content, lest you're... what was the rest again?
Lest your chopsticks wither in regret.
Ah, right, yeah, that's it.
Whoa, Paimon, you can't stumble through a motto you live by. It's bad luck. It'll make your life full of stumbling blocks too. Come on, you can do it. One more time from the top.
Always eat to your heart's content, lest your chopsticks wither in regret.
That's the spirit.
So is it time to dig in now? Paimon, did you forget about our special guest? Oh, right! Paimon remembers now! Actually, Paimon guessed who it is already, but, no point in saying it out loud or anything.
You don't sound confident. You don't have a clue who it is, do you?
Yes, actually. It's obvious who it is. It's... you know who. Traveler, a little help?
Is it Yunjin? Correct! It's our very own Yunjin. So you haven't forgotten what she said last time. Look, she's taking the stage.
Whoa! Isn't that the director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe?
Amazing. I never would have expected to see her all the way out here in Yilong Wharf.
Greetings, everyone. I will perform the Sanctification of Tao Du one more time for all my friends who were unable to join the festivities during the Lantern Rite. My apologies for not being able to set up a grander stage.
Aw, that's so nice! She's doing a whole new performance for everyone who couldn't attend last time.
Shh! She's about to begin. Recall the bold claims about Tao Du. Though discordant tones and tragic fates, soul of two worlds, heed my call. What disillusion thou hast to set the realm aflame with bones and blood. I am not going to try to sing that. Shadows of war shall fade with time, while tales of salvation will ever live on. Sins must be paid once blood is spilled, the rules of life and death thou cannot wom. The ways of the heavens shall ever turn point, while selfish desires will lead to your doom. Pledges were made to vanquish evil, 8 adepts raised their blades against Taudu. Though the body is spent and the soul washed away, dreams will always come always. Swallows will return for our nests new, just as tears and branches will commemorate the day. Why did it just suddenly pick up speed in the middle of that? I don't even think I read the last word part right for 2 of them. You should have gone with Traveler into the border that day. I get that you care about Traveler's well-being, but the fact is, it wouldn't have helped. I'd have been just been an extra liability if something went wrong. Besides, Ningong changed the plan and sent me to the chasm instead. I can't be in 2 places at once. If you're not happy about it, why don't you file a complaint at Yujing Terrace? Import the cheese sing to the cheese sing? Actually, I was thinking the Yuhang. She's not afraid of confrontation. Forget it. I'll let it go since everyone's fine. Wang Shu Inn is a fine location. All of Liwa is a fine location. Well said. Boss, another serving of dew-dipped shrimp, please, with some dipping sauce. And 1 almond tofu. Hey, the crisis is resolved. Why the long face, Chi-Sing? Thanks to Director Hu and Traveler, disaster was averted, but we still do not know what caused the crisis in the first place. I know you are well informed, Captain, so I trust you are aware that recently, the nation of Nightland has recently endured some major events relating to the ley lines and to issues of life and death. It makes me wonder whether these events might somehow be connected on a deeper level. If they are, then this will be bigger than just Liwa and Natland. I'll send word to my business partners and keep an eye out for any similar incidents in the other nations. Right now, though, I say those worries to one side and focus on enjoying these stunning sights before they disappear for another year. But of course, you don't need to teach me about work-life balance. I am not Kaching. Is that right? Well then, why are you still wearing the same old hairpin? Didn't I tell you to use my pay to buy yourself a new one? I wouldn't dare touch Captain Beto's moor without final confirmation. What if you'd been speaking in jest? I'd never hear the end of it. You do you really have to go pick one out for you? Or do I really have to go pick one out for you? All right, suits me. Let's go take a stroll through the fair. Well done. When did our straight-talking captain learn to read between the lines, That's enough. Are you coming or not? Why not? Let's go. They are totally an item. Still working, Ganyu? Sorry it's been so busy. Huh? Oh, ka-ching. No, it's fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Traveler and Director Who are the real stars this year. That's no reason to diminish your own contributions. Of course, they were the biggest heroes. But we played our part and played it well. the Ministry of Civil Affairs responded at record speed, did we not? Even though on the surface this incident looks negligible compared to the disasters of the Archon War, it was a very close call. Things could have been unimaginably worse had we not found a solution. You're right. Actually, I have a question about the 7 and 8 gates method we ended up using. How come I've never seen any record of it in the Yihang Pavilion before? Oh, you want to know about the origins of the ray? Ningguang made the whole thing up. Huh? I'm joking. In truth, a letter with the critical information suddenly appeared in Eugene Terrace on the day we needed it. Even Yelan was unable to track down where it had come from. Maybe Zhongli. Wait, the information just appeared out of thin air? Then wasn't that a bit risky strategy on Ningguang's part? It may appear that way, but if you think about it carefully, everything slowly starts to make sense. How many people in Ollie would know about both the crisis and the secret art, while also possessing the ability to deliver a letter without leaving a trace? Ah, you mean Master and her friends. Could have been Zhongli too. I see. That young lass from the Wangsheng funeral parlor is rather impressive. One's curiosity has piqued even Rex Lapis. Lapis chose to serve as her consultant, but only now does one understand the true intent behind his decision. Agreed. And yet, what a rare delight it is to hear such excessive praise from you, Cloud Retainer. Rare? Pray elaborate a little further.
In the past, you may have uttered something to the tune of this. Though the last displays a measure of talent, it is nothing more than Shenhe or Ganyu could have achieved if placed in the same circumstances.
Huh. One would never deride others as a means of praising one's own children. The Wingsheng lass displayed great determination and fortitude. Does that not make her deserving of a few words of praise? It certainly does. And she is not the first. I've lived in Libo Harbor for a long time now, and I can tell you that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has produced generation upon generation of outstanding directors. Street Ward Rambler speaks true. The god Tao Du was not our friend, but neither was he our enemy. Had he not cared greatly for all living things, and volunteered to sanctify himself to pacify the underworld, not even 8 Adepti would have been able to overpower him, much less the 8 Adepts. When he became the border, he likely never imagined that mortals would preserve and maintain his new form thus far into the future. This far into the future.
With all of that said, I realize the name of the young lady from the funeral parlor is still unknown to me.
The director's surname is Hu, and her given name is Tao. Hu. Ah, as in our word for butterfly, yes? No, Hu as in mischief maker. Then Tao must otherwise likewise be the Tao that means mischief in our tongue? No, in fact, it is the same Tao as appears in Tao Du.
Ah, so Hu as in butterfly, and Tao as in Tao Du. A fine name. Fitting indeed.
Did he not just say that's not the case? No, Hu as Jin mischief maker, incessant pestering and wanton gluttony.
I say, I was merely trying to liven up the mood. Why is Hu Tao permitted to make mischief while I am not?
Ha! The clue is in the name. If you wish to change yours from Mountain Shaper to Mischief Maker, be my guest. Why not have some tea? This is the rare spirit sprout cultivar that Rex Lapis brought all the way back from Chinsa village. It'd be a shame to miss out. May there be more good tea to share in the coming years. I am sure there shall be. Is there still yet another scene to do, or is it finally over? Yay, I finished Lantern Rite. Oh wait, I already collected that. Ooh, opened. I'm not reading those. They're too long. Move back. Discard. Alright. I guess those are the people who came on during the event. So that's going to be the end of the storyline for the event this time, and I'll see you guys later.